Hi everyone. So I had an observation today that while I was petting this cat, that when I'm petting him, there is this connection there where it's like I'm being aware of him, of the moment, of my hand, of where I'm touching him, and within me being aware of that and me connecting with that moment with him, he then picks up on that. He is aware of me being aware of him and the moment and the touch. And in that moment, that's where there is an enjoyment there, both for him and myself, where within that moment of petting, of touching, of that being aware of each other, um, there's like this play there's this feedback where I can see how he's experiencing my hand in real time. I can see when it's something that's enjoyable, and I can see when it's something that's not enjoyable. And it's a communication there purely through touch, purely through awareness, purely through being here and through sight, and just seeing his face, how he responds, his body movements, feeling it with my hands. So it's that moment there of simply being aware of our own bodies, me being aware of him, me being aware of my hand, him being aware of me being aware of him, and also me being aware of him being aware of the moment. So that's like a point of connection in that moment, a window where two beings connect in a moment. And the same thing I'm seeing is possible within other moments of life, everyday life, which includes what I observe as conversation, where it's possible to be in a moment of conversation with someone, talking with someone, and as you're speaking with them, there's that possibility there of being aware of them, and in that moment, they are aware of you being aware of them. So if you're having a reaction to them, they are being aware of that within themselves, and then they see that within your face and within the words that you speak, within what they hear. And you are able to hear them and see what they're being aware of. And so in that moment, you're both receiving feedback about what's going on in that moment, about how the other person is experiencing themselves. And this includes any reactions, of course. And so ideally it would be aligned where we would align according to the feedback, where what the person is saying, what you're being aware of in that moment of what the person is experiencing themselves, that you adjust accordingly to support them, to make it something, say, enjoyable, and something, you create something great. And that is, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So it's the same principle when you're communicating with someone, that there's a point there of connection that's possible, where you're being aware of them, what they're experiencing, and you're receiving that feedback, and you're able to create the moment. Like with me, I created the moment with the cat. Like I moved myself through that. If I didn't move myself through that, it wouldn't have happened. It's the same thing with communicating with a person. That's possible as well, where a person moves themselves to connect with a person within communication, where they're being aware of what the other person's aware of, and the other person's going to be aware of what you're aware of. And that for me is something that is more foreign to me. That's something I haven't participated in as much, but I've participated within this connecting with someone plenty of times within other areas, including, like I said before, petting with a cat or petting an animal. And so what I'm seeing here is the same principle, where when you're with another person, simply be aware of the moment, of who they are, of yourself, of everything, and then you move, and then you create, and you receive feedback, and then you adjust. And that's how you're able to create create something with someone, such as assisting and supporting them, where within real-time feedback you can adjust accordingly. And yeah. And in truth, a cat is different than a human being because a cat's already has that potential there very easily of simply being who they are and just enjoying the moment, whereas a human being, it may be a different story. It could be much more challenging. I mean, a cat that's been abused throughout his life wouldn't be like this, of course. He'd be the same thing, like avoiding, aggressive, angry. So let's say the same thing with a human being. There's that challenge there where you don't know what you may get with a person. So yeah, that's just reality of the situation. But within that, you can still adjust according to the feedback. And it is a different process than just petting a cat, which is already enjoying the moment with you. But it's still a process all the same. Something that can be walked, and a point of creation can be created. Okay, so I wanted to share this observation, and thank you very much. Bye.